Okay, good morning, Sultan Cougars. It is Sunday morning, and I'm going to show you guys how I do the firing of our pottery, because this is a part that you don't really get to see. So let me turn the camera around and show you. This is a kiln, and this is what we fire the pottery in. So I'm going to open it up. And you can see inside, this is a stilt that I left in from last time. But you can see how the kiln has coils on the inside. And those are what heat up. So when I put your pottery in here, it's going to heat up to almost 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So next I'm going to do a kiln wash. So I use this mixture over here in the bucket, and I'm gonna mix it up again because it got a little settled. And this I just wash on the bottom and the sides of the kiln to protect it and to protect the pottery that I'm firing for you guys from sticking. So I just get a brush wet and then I paint the bottom. And then I paint the sides just lightly. Kiln is loaded, so I got all of your pieces in there. I'm going to shut the lid. Make sure that our peep holes here are covered, and then I'm going to show you guys the dial. So this is a thermometer. That's how we're going to check the temperature. And these are our dials. So there's an upper one and a lower one. This is sort of an older kiln, and we want to heat up slowly. If we heat up too fast, things could break and crack, and I will plug it in. So we want to heat up slowly. So we're gonna turn it on to low to about 20 on the top and 20 on the bottom. And then we're just gonna check the temperature, make sure that the thermometer is working right now. So it says it's 37 degrees, which I completely believe because it's in the garage. And we're gonna leave the kiln to warm up. We're gonna turn the thermometer off, and we will come back in about an hour and check to see how hot we are. Okay, Cougars, so it has been about an hour since we first turned on the kiln, so we're gonna check the temperature. And it is up to about 524 degrees, which is exactly where we want it. So now we're gonna turn it up to medium. I'm gonna go right about halfway there and right about halfway here. And we can peek into the peepholes and we see it's still dark in there. Things are heating up. Your regular conventional oven that you cook in can heat up to about this temperature as well. It's really hot, obviously, but we're gonna get up to hopefully around 1,000 degrees at the next check in an hour from now. Okay, so it's been about another hour since we've turned it on to medium, and let's check the temperature. Awesome, we are at about 1,000 degrees. So it is time to crank it up to high. So we're gonna turn the dials. Let's do 80 and 80. And we'll leave it there for about 1 more hour and we'll come back and check and then we'll turn it all the way up after that. All right, Cougars, I left it for a couple of hours at this temperature because I want it to go kind of slower. But let's check where we're at here on the thermometer. 1832, we are almost there. We need to get to 1950. So I'm gonna crank it up to the max for the last little bit here and we will check in about a half an hour and see where things are. I will take one of these out so you can see. These are little peepholes and it is red hot in there. The little stopper is even hot and red. So it is for sure cooking to the right temperature. All right, see you in about a half hour. Okay, I let it go for a half hour at full power and let's check the temperature. Oh boy, okay, it is at 1,999 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, and it just hit 2,000, which is perfect. So perfect timing. We can now turn the kiln off. So I just turn the dials all the way back down to 0, to the off position. And you guys can tell from that little crack in the lid that it is on fire in there. So not really on fire, but just very, very hot. So we're gonna let it cool down. I'm gonna let it cool down on its own with the lid closed for about an hour. And actually I'm gonna take these little plugs out, just set them on the ground. Ooh, those are hot. And that'll help some of the heat escape through those holes. Alrighty, I will let you know what it looks like when it's all cooled off.